I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative, I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go.
Hey guys, it's Dave from Dave's Dimension, back again for another video. Welcome back again to the channel. This is your home for tech, toys, and talk. And of course, the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again. Guys, I wasn't going to do this video, but I kind of have to. Let's go right into this, guys. It's supposed to be morphing time, but I'm not sure anymore. Let's go. Okay, so here we are, pulled up comicbook.com. They're covering the Power Rangers toys, as you guys can clearly see. Couple things I don't like. Now, these are the images everyone and their grandmother has already seen. Let's close that little ad. We don't need that right there. So these are, I guess, Playmates' take on the auto-morphing figures. Now, if you guys notice, the heads look small as crap. I mean, they look super small. These are Tic Tac size. I mean, they are super small. The bodies are overly bulky. They look terrible. It looks like you jammed a Ninja Turtle into a Power Ranger outfit, which has happened before. But these are a hard miss. I mean, for little kids, I'm sure, but for a lot of us toy collectors, this is going to be a hard miss all day long. I don't care who your grandmother is. This is just, it's not even terrible. It's terrible. These are hard miss. I mean, we get to see these guys, and also the Zords. The Zords, I mean, when Hasbro made their versions of the Zords, and I'm not talking about the Zord Ascension Project, but the other version, which you were able to get at, like, through Amazon and a whole host of other places, they look very cheap, very plasticky. Of course, they're going to be plastic, but I mean, these look very, very cheap, very low quality. Right up there with the ones that Hasbro did, but obviously these are geared towards a younger model set or younger age range. They're also talking about, they do reference a morpher here. We're going to bring that up in just a moment, guys. But this is a hard pass. As a Power Rangers fan myself, that is a hard pass. Okay? These automorphing figures, now I have the Tommy automorphing figure, and he does not look as bulky, and his head does not look as small as that. Well, not this one. I have the the previous ones that came out a couple years back, but this is terrible. So these are supposed to be their non-automorphing figures, but these do not look any better, guys. They truly don't. Okay, guys, so I wanted to go ahead and do a screenshot. Let's just zoom in on these figures. These are the non-automorphing figures. But what's really sad is it looks like they have the same weapons as the other ones. So they're not doing anything different here. And honestly, take a look at the bodies. The heads still look a bit off. And as far as, I mean, everything is, like, even with Tommy, his braces on his upper arms are painted on. We get gold wrapped around his neck here, which I don't get. I don't get what that is. I mean, he's supposed to have white around there, so that's obviously a big miss right there. It almost looks like his shield is going to snap on and off. Right at the front where the diamond is, it looks like it might snap on and off there. I could be wrong. But comparing this, now, I was all in on the Lightning Collection. For all of its hits and misses, I was all in on it. It had more mobility, slightly more posability. These look really terrible. I mean, the gaps in the sockets here for the legs don't look good. I don't like how the knee joints look. I'm hoping these are just prototypes and maybe we'll get a little bit, maybe some changes, some physical changes, but I'm probably going to be dead wrong here. I mean, the weapons look terrible. The weapons look terrible here. I know there's gonna be PR fans who are gonna be like, why does Tommy have a blaster? Tommy never had a blaster. He never had a blaster on his figure in a holster. The only holster he had was on his right side for the on the left side there for the Dragon Dagger. Dragon Dagger doesn't have a holster. So there is that. There's a bit of sloppiness. Obviously, it's Playmates taking a brand. Hey, we've seen all these images. Let's go ahead and make these, and not being made by the fans. That was one thing that Hasbro did have. For all the hits and misses that they had with the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, they had fans. They did have fans who were part of their production teams. Maybe not everyone were deep diving fans, but they were fans who knew enough. And they worked with people who knew enough. And this looks terrible. This looks terrible. There is actually a Power Ranger model kit you can get, and I'm going to pull that up next. And this looks like that kit. I'm not making that up, guys. I'm going to pull that up right now. Okay, so I hopped over to Big Bad Toy Store very quickly. Flame Toys has this Power Ranger action model kit that you can build. And it has way more articulation. And, take a look at this. Yes, we do still have the gaps around the leg, but this is a plastic model kit that you are building up yourself. And with this, there's more posability here. The weapons look better. You can actually make out the coin there on the Morpher. There is a ton of detail on here. Look at that posability right there. Action poses. These are poses we're not going to see in the other figure. Okay, now, of course, yes, there is a tremendous price point, but you have quality versus quantity. This is an example of quality right here. Okay? I mean, take a look how detailed everything is. You don't just have painted details on the outfit. These are actually raised details all over here. Yes, you do have gaps there, but taking a look at that, and now going back to that image I just pulled up, it's not that different, really. It's not that crazily different. I mean, you can't really make out the Morpher coins on these. Obviously, this is a zoomed-in image. We can't really see it because we're not holding these in hand. But comparing to, what were these supposed to be, a $10, maybe $12 price point, maybe even more? I'm probably misquoting it, so I apologize. But take a look at this. I mean, it's wash, rinse, repeat on these figures. It just feels like a big, massive L here. If you're getting it for, little Susie, little Johnny, sure. Okay. But when it comes to, the adult collectors, it's going to be a hard pass on this. I mean, some of these weapons look like they can barely fit in the hands. Look how beefy Billy's staff is. Trainee's daggers. I mean, everything it looks like it's going to be hard for the figures to hold in hand. And I mean, some of the hands don't get me wrong, some of the hands, like Zach's hand right here, looks a bit thick, and there's proportional issues here. I have tons of proportional issues as far as, in my opinion, this is a big L. Now, let's go to, there you go, we're looking at the Morpher here, right? Now, I was trying to pull this up on Reddit, but it's already been pulled. I know, hilarious, right? So that's already been pulled. Let me see if I can pull another image of it here. Let's see here. So this is the Morpher. Now, obviously, this looks a bit photoshopped. I don't know how well that is, but it does look a bit photoshopped here. It looks huge. It looks very flat. Honestly, I think this is all photoshopped. I think they don't have a Morpher yet. They're hoping to have a final product. But if the Morpher is going to be if it's going to be a big, chunky, oversized Morpher, people are going to pass on it. I know there are going to be some people who are going to buy it, especially the Morpher is $16.99. Are we even going to have sounds with it? I'm doubting that. Again, I could be wrong. You get some basic LEDs, maybe, but I think this is, when we see them in hand, excuse me, when we see them in hand, I think it's going to be another big L here. It says kids can pretend to summon the spirits of a dinosaur and become a member of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with the Power Morpher, featuring 5 power coins and more than 40 sounds and phrases for $16. I'm doubting that. You're telling me for $17 we're going to get a morpher that can interchange with different coins. We're going to have over 40 sounds. And are they going to be sounds from the TV show, or are they going to be like just, low budget voice actors who throw out some phrases? And that's more likely than anything else, let's be honest. And why only 5? We have 6 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Well, technically 7 if we really want to go down that route. White Ranger, Green Ranger. So are they going to do a separate morpher for Green Ranger, White Ranger? We don't know. We have no ideas. Obviously, it's going to be the core 5, but I don't have a lot of faith in this, guys. I mean, it looks... Yeah, they pulled the image from Reddit, so I can't even pull it up here. So there you go. But I don't... I'm getting bad vibes. I mean, can you see something that maybe a 5 to 10-year-old is going to be playing around with that morpher? And let's be honest, unless you have younger kids watching the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series, which is not likely, we're getting, and also this is a big gripe with a lot of people, we're getting the regurgitated, the repeated, oh, I already have about 6 different Red Rangers from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I already have 3 different morphers over the past years. Like maybe they had the original one from 1993. Maybe they have the Bandai Legacy collection. Maybe they have the Lightning collection from Hasbro. Those are 3 separate morphers of the same morpher. I think what they really should be doing is not necessarily focusing on the launch with MMPR. Don't necessarily focus on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but how about the other Ranger series? There's Turbo. There's a whole controversy with the Turbo Morpher. We're not even going to touch base on that. In Space, Lightspeed Rescue, SPD. Hell, we have decades of Power Ranger morphers that we could be tapping into, and some are a little bit more kid-friendly than others. I mean, a lot of the later morphers you can wear on your wrist. This one was meant to wear on your buckle. I can see this falling off. It all depends. I mean, yes, this looks heavily photoshopped, so we won't know until we see them in hand. And what kind of quality are they going to be? Obviously, for $16, it's going to be plastic. It's going to feel light as hell. That was my gripe with the Lightning Collection morphers. They felt very light compared to the Legacy. Legacy morphers, they are the chef's kiss. They are the zenith. They are the cream of the crop, if you will. I don't think anyone's going to get close to the Legacy morphers unless you're going for a higher price point. But again, I get they need to introduce the brand to the kids, and this is going to be one way to do it. But again, it feels a little lost unless you are getting kids into the original series. You have to, stream them on Netflix, get them into the morphers, get them into the Power Rangers, and say, hey, what do you like? Do you like this? Which Ranger is your favorite? And then go and get the toys. But I definitely think this is a swing and a miss, guys. This is a big swing and a miss. That's my take on this, guys. I've seen a few YouTubers, I'm not going to mention any names, but they probably know who they are, who they are praising every single toy, like, oh, this looks great, and this looks fantastic. Honestly, you're saying that because you want the clout, you want the favor. I'm being honest. As a collector, I mean, I've had hell, you can see I got my morphers up there. I have the Super 7s Rangers. I have my Lightning collection boxed away right now. That's a whole other story onto itself. But this is a big miss. This is a big miss, guys. I wanted to give you guys my honest opinion. That's my story. And guess what, guys? I'm sticking to it. And until next time, guys, you know what I'm going to say. I say it every single time. Keep on busting. And I'm always Gonna catch you on the flip side. Take care, guys.
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative, I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go